Tattoo artists, have you ever refused to finish a tattoo? I've been tattooing for 11 years, and I've walked away from exactly 3 pieces in my career. A guy who passed out cold 15 minutes in, a woman whose skin rejected ink like her body had a personal vendetta against art, and this one. This is the one that still keeps me up at night. She walked into my shop one afternoon, early 20s, nervous energy radiating off her like static electricity. She had that look people get when they've been planning something for months and finally worked up the courage. I want something from Star Wars, she said. My mom was obsessed with it, like unhealthy obsessed. She had the original movie poster, a Luke Skywalker lightsaber on her shelf, everything. I nodded along, already sketching rough ideas in my head. Yeah, that's totally doable. We talking about the Millennium Falcon? Specific symbol? Character portrait? That's when her whole demeanor shifted. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small Ziploc baggie filled with gray powder. I have a weird request, she said quietly. Can you put my mom into the ink? I stared at that baggie for a long moment. Something about the way she was watching my face felt off, like she was studying my reaction, testing me. But grief makes people act strange, so I pushed the feeling aside and told her I'd figure out how to make it work safely. I spent 2 full days on that design, and researching how to sterilize cremation ashes properly. The day arrived, and she showed up right on time with that baggie clutched in her hand. I'd designed a quarter sleeve featuring the Millennium Falcon flying through an asteroid field, with a Star Wars quote curved along the bottom. She started crying when I saw the stencil. She would have lost her mind over this, she whispered. We got started, and around hour 3, she asked where I grew up. I gave her my usual deflection. Oregon originally, moved around a lot as a kid. She nodded slowly. Then California, right? Somewhere near San Diego? I pulled the needle away. How did you know that? She shrugged. Lucky guess. You have that West Coast vibe. I went back to work, but my skin was prickling now. On hour 5, she asked about my family. I told her my parents divorced when I was young. Your dad remarried though, didn't he? She asked. For a little while, I set down my equipment. Who told you that? She laughed, but it sounded off. Sorry, I'm being weird. My therapist says I ask too many questions when I'm nervous. Tell me about this shading technique you're using instead. I let it go, but I didn't relax. By hour 7, she started talking about her mom unprompted. How her